Greetings everyone and welcome back to Sorcery 4, the Crown of Kings. Well, as you see, I didn't really move. I did rewind just a little to get back to the trader again. And I did a little research. So I kind of get idea what could be useful. So, I won't read this all again because I think this is just kind of waste of time. I read it all in the last episode. Need ending. So yeah, the bracelet with a weight is a pendulum, and when I said I don't know what it is, I kind of only hear it as like this music artist name with this like heavy dubstepy like vibes. But what pendulum is, it's just a ball on the fucking... Oh, I'm sorry. It's just a ball on a freaking like rope, you know, so you can like swing it. What is it helpful in the sorcery is that this helps me, I think, with spell to make stuff fall asleep. So I think that might be useful, so I kind of want to get it. The other thing, a small ring with a white stone, is a pearl ring. And this instead, I think, helps me become invisible. These two things can prove to be really handy in future, so I'm gonna get them. We're gonna get pendulum, and we're gonna get a small ring. And we are out of the gold already. Oh, I wanted to look into the other crate. Freaking hell. I don't remember what was in the other crate though. There was like this orange dust, which I don't know what it does. Should I just leave it? Yeah, let's leave it. Let's leave it so... Oh, there was an apple though, which I could get. And that could be useful too. Heck, okay, I'm gonna rewind it too quick. Okay, we buy the pendulum and the ring, and the speed is like 70 gold pieces, which I have no clue how would you save that much through the course of 3 games. Maybe it is probably possible if you know where to go and find gold, but on first playthrough I really don't think so. Maybe if I sell more of my toots in the ending of Sorcery 3 in this like city. But let's check out the cheap crate. So we have a glass bottle, pair of nose plugs. Nose plugs are useful. An apple? Yeah, let's buy an apple. How much is it? I didn't really... It doesn't say how much is it. How much is it? It was 4. 6! Fuck. Okay. The orange does this pile on the corner of the crate, but when you ask, a Hoofborn assures you it is for sale. Finest amber green, he insists. Better than rust, even if you know what to do with it. What is that? I'm no sorcerer, he replies. Should we get the dust? I have 4 rations, this is actually really good. That should keep me, like, get through like 4 nights at least. I think this might be useful for something. Screw it, let's just buy it. I think we are stocked up relatively fine. Time to actually make some progress. We approach Sorcery, who is seated outside the largish hut, and nods a greeting. Greetings, she declares. I hope you are finding our village comfortable. Thank you. This will be your last respite, I think. She agrees. Sorcery looks away into the distance, and for the first time you notice that her eyes are blurry and weak. You are blind? Not yet. But I lose sight with every passing year. We are all made creatures, but not made to last. You've been to Mampang? Sorcery shuffles her hooves uncomfortable. We used to live in Mampang. Several of us at any rate. We escaped. You're the Archmage prisoners? Of sort. Something more? She shakes her head. We were born his prisoners. Then you know a way inside the citadel. Not for you. She shakes her head. We climbered a fallen section of a wall and scrambled down to a pass for freedom. We are the sorest footed of all creatures, and even some of our number fell to their deaths. No, if you must go to Mapang, you will have to approach it by the gate. You are one of the Archmage's experiments. Shori's face darkens. Yes. That is horrifying. She stomps once, a sharp sound that echoes through the nervy caves. We are not horrors, she says. We are the product of cruelty, but that does not define us. That is true. I don't really want to judge them by who they are. They seem to be doing quite well for themselves. What can you tell me of Birdmen? They are cruel creatures, but there is some hope for them, I think, she replies. They are strong, perhaps even strong enough to escape from Archmage clutches in the end. You nod and turn to leave. One last thing, Shori declares before you step away. If you should find the Archmage... Yes? Kill him without hesitation. With that she looks away, her weak eyes scratching the distant horizons for answers. There are some youths playing around in the dirt. They are higher than the other elders. Some are using Alford legs. Do they grow in their humanity? Or are you the younger ones simply more godlike to the Archmage's interference? I mean, I think this is good for them that they managed to escape him. On the north side of the village is a lookout point that offers a spectacular view across the valley below. You stay for a while, watching Birdmen cycling the pigs across the ravine to the north. One of the Hoofborn comes to join you. They are cruel creatures born of pure hate, he remarks, but they say they are nesting in the mountains outside Mapang. All birds make nests. They are not birds, no more than we are goats. Birdmen cannot have children of their own. Only the Archmage can birth them. Looking around, you suddenly notice the truth of his words. In the whole village you have not seen a single infant. So, why do they build nests? The Hoofborn man shakes his head. I do not know. It is a mystery. Perhaps they believe that nest will make eggs come. I cannot say. You cannot have children of your own? We cannot. The Hoofborn strikes his chest with a palm. Go in peace, stranger. Oh, so they are like... They have to extinct at some point. Shori herself bids you farewell as you take your leave of the village. Good luck in your journey, she says. And take the side way into Mapang. A guard accompanies you back down to the main path. You are grateful for it as the road is so steep you risked a fall without a help. Once at the road, your guide extends his arms in the Hoofborn's bow. Thank you for your news and stories, traveler, but we would appreciate if you did not return. We cannot risk a spy from Mapang following to discover our home. You have my word. He smiles, extends his arms again and disappears up the narrow path once more. I think they are relatively well hidden there too. You skitter and scramble the last few lengths down to the rail once more. The sun is sinking and the sky is turning birds purple. It will be a night soon. You look back trying to find the path by which you climb up into the peaks, but after a few false starts you have managed nothing but a few scrapes and falls. Perhaps only ever had the confidence to climb such slope because the Hoofborns were leading you. At any rate, the curious cave village is now vanished from reach. The path runs in both directions along the chasm edge. I think we should go this way. You walk along the edge of a sharp ledge, which looks down into the deep chasm. The gap is wide, but across it you can see a path winding through the mountains towards Mapang Fortress. A rope hung suspended in mid-air above the chasm. Its near end is coiled up neatly on the path. You look suspiciously at the rope. It is dangling quite unsupported in the middle of the chasm. Why the game lets me go down? I kind of wonder. You look this is You unwind the rope from the rock and give it a tug. It feels solid, though its surface is strange. The other end of the rope does not move from its invisible anchor. It feels quite firmly pinned. The result of a fix spell, perhaps? It's an ordinary looking rope, with bunched cords and frayed edges. Expect it is made of some strange smooth material and the surface is patterned with diamonds. You lean over, looking down the chasm. At the bottom, you can make out a rocky path that winds out of view. It's all but hidden below a layer of fog. Looking to your right, you notice the trail continues. You think you see a bridge in the distance. I think a bit earlier was also a point where the game kind of wanted me to go down, or gave me an option to go down. From this side, it seems like there is nothing here, not even a cave. I think there is a small chance if I would go this way, I would find some rare items, because as the game designer, I would think maybe that would be hefty place to find something interesting. Should I go down though? There is this broken tower perhaps? And this way we could reach to these ruins, which we also gonna miss if I gonna go the bridge, through the bridge. I think I don't want to go down just yet. Yeah, let's just move on. I am actually just kind of curious to get to the place on the edge. Why the game is teasing me to go down? I really want to know that. What I can do, I could just go to the very end of this, and if there won't be anything interesting, we could just go down. And this way, we won't miss anything, because on this path there doesn't seem to be anything. So we're gonna go down, and then reach these ruins here. I think that's reasonable, tactics idea. Maybe. The rope is clearly a death trap. You leave it behind, walking towards the bridge in the distance. For a moment you seem to see something moving on the slopes above you. You look up but can see nothing. A Hoofborn perhaps watching your progress. The bridge ahead seems strong and secure. It spans to a path on the far side. This must be the way that travelers to Mapang took in times past. There is no reason to waste time here. That's true. You head along the path until you reach the foot of the sturdy-looking bridge that spans the chasm here. The sun has almost set and the sky is deep pink. Soon it will be dark once more. The bridge is made of plain wood and looks sturdy enough. Here in the dry mountains air, it has not even begun to rot. You take a probing step, but as your foot touches the planks you hear a strange, quiet sound. It stops when you remove your foot. But when you step back onto the bridge, the murmur begins again. It is as though the bridge was whispering. Time to move on, but will you risk the bridge? Will you risk the rope? Will you risk the bridge? No, not now. Continuing around the side of the mountain, your hopes are lifted as the path up ahead pinches and curves back on itself. The chasm itself has shrunk to a small gap. Oh, it lets me jump on the other side. That's something too. Looking across the chasm, there is a rough path cleft into the far peak. It curves away out of sight roughly in the direction of Mapang. The gap cannot be much wider than the stride and a half. With a decent run-up, you should be able to make it. No. You could turn back or follow the path around or jump across the narrow chasm gap. Climb higher. Try leaves the chasm edge to cut between two sheer walls of rock. Darkness closes in. You should find somewhere safe to sleep, for if you keep going through the night you will be weaker for it. The trail wins a little as it goes. You follow the path along the ravine until you reach its end, where the path hairpins to follow the other side. But then your path is blocked. A large rock fall has covered this narrow trail. A steep hill of loose rocks and chunks of boulders stand in your way. You could perhaps run across it, but if the surface is unstable, you would slip into the ravine. You put one foot on the edge of the rock pile and test it with your weight. It seems stable, at least at this edge. Okay, so we can go to the other side, but as I expected, there is actually not that much there to see. I mean, I kind of expected to find something interesting. You make your way to the low pile of rocks, avoiding the looser stones, the more jagged rocks. It's a short climb and you soon are at the top. Stretching out before you is the land of High Zeman, the oldest, deadliest region of Zazunzu. It's blasted, twisted wasteland. You see little vegetation, dark towers, litter the distance looming over the few that live here, and guarding it at all is Mapang. Massive, impossible and terrifying. While the hills seem only about 20 feet tall, on the other side is as much larger. The slope is gentle, so you pick your way down towards the bottom. Suddenly there is a rumbling behind you. You cast a look backwards as the rumbling grows deeper. The rocks above and behind you are trembling in your direction. It is a landslide. You take off trying not to think of the massive rocks beating down on you. A boulder smashes into the ground next to you, cracking apart with the impact. Rocks, shards fly like shrapnel, and one braces your back. Through the gash, the orb of crystal tumbles away down the slope. You press on the landslide, still dodging your steps. Up ahead, a great tree lies fallen across the path, blocking your way. You leap over, nearly catching your pack on the dead branches. You hear a great crack as the tree is smashed to pieces. You keep running, your lungs burning until you can no longer hear the rocks. Bend over, taking a gasping breath. It takes you a few seconds to notice Mapang looming in the distance. Well, I mean, unfortunately there wasn't anything here. So, as I wanted to do, I mean, I kind of want to explore the game further sometimes to check some stuff, but I think it would be now more interesting to actually move back a notch. I think it was here. And we're gonna try the rope in the next episode. I am kind of disappointed I didn't really do much progress, but we get a bit of story out there. We get some useful items in this episode. We have lots of rations, which is great. So I think we should give a rope a try in the beginning of next episode. Yeah, let me know if you think it will be safe. Is it in fact a trap? It might be. Or it might be just a safe way to get down. Either way, that's it for this episode, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you did, as usual, in the comment section below. I'm gonna see you next week with more sorcery. For now, farewell.